Hey guys, Anthony, 4x4 Diesel. Just a quick bit of suspension install information for you. Just thought, giving you what we can. If you're doing a suspension lift, 2-inch lift or whatever you want to call it, it is very important to use the correct tools when doing the installation and compressing springs, not only for safety, for your own safety, also for the springs. So it's not just about can you get it done at home. If you're using a spring compressor that would typically sort of, grab on and clamp on about here, it can overcompress and damage the spring. Some of these springs are quite heavy duty and they need quite a bit of compressing to fit them on between the top hat and the base where the spring sits on the strut. So it needs to be done really carefully. You need to compress the maximum amount of the spring, which is why we actually hook this in as low as possible on the coil. Doesn't matter so much on the stock ones, there's plenty of room there to compress those, more so when you're upgrading to these. So yeah, that's why we use the Branick with the clamps sitting up on the top here. So that's one part of it. If you order suspension from me, you can actually order them pre-assembled, and they come like this, with the top hat already on there, which makes it easier for your installation if DIY. So I'll send them direct to you, already assembled like that. Or you can pick them up from me, so obviously pay your deposit or pay for it. We'll order those, get them in stock, you can come and pick them up. The cheapest way to do it is, like what's happening here right now, the client has arrived with their old struts out of the front of the vehicle. They're doing an install at the moment, and to pick up the parts at the same time. Okay, so picking up the parts is putting these in the spring compressor. We compress those, take the top hat off, or the strut top, whatever you want to call it, to reuse that, and then we reuse that to assemble these coil springs onto these types of struts, or if you want the twin tubes, struts like that, whatever it is you choose. So there's a number of options there, just trying to share the info, but the main point of the video I was thinking was, I just want to show you again. I like to show you reasons why with things. Why? I say, the original suspension's pretty good and the bushes are one of the best. I mean, look at those. They are about 10 years old. They've done plenty of Ks, nearly 200,000. You can see they're a little bit squashed at the top, but not much. Just trying to point out they are very good. The only part we really don't like about the stock suspension whatsoever is the size of this upright section here and the welds. There's just one weld on each side. You can see it's not 360 degree, so that's why a product like this, where it's upgraded, thicker and 360 degree welds, okay, and even better if it's these, I suppose, because they ride better, like it says there. Enjoy the ride, but it's your choice, guys. I'll just give you the info. I'll show you why. This is going to ride a hell of a lot better than with this old flog suspension in it. And if you want to know more about suspension and how long it lasts, you do need to check out other videos. This is not everything suspension. As I keep saying, it's like a million-piece jigsaw puzzle, and there's lots of little pieces that all come together. This is about demonstrating how long those bushes last, why these welds can break, these rods can bend, not usually in normal conditions. They generally don't leak until they get a bit older, so that's good. Installation needs to be done very carefully using a professional spring compressor and procedures, and also for safety. Springs under pressure can be very dangerous. If you're using some dodgy clamp it around here type compressors, they can slip off under pressure, and that's a bit of a missile. It can really do some damage. Heard some stories when I was an apprentice, but can't really remember, and we're not going to bother sharing those now. I hope that's been helpful. If there's any other tips or tricks I can think of with this little install, I'll come back to you and let you know what they are. Alright, look at this beautiful thing. So, I can't remember what I included in the first part of the video. I just want to say, every manufacturer is different as to how far they want you to tighten this nut down. Some say, don't over tighten it till it squashes out everywhere. Some say, take it all the way to the end of the thread. I say use a bit of experience, common sense. That means if you haven't got experience, you might not figure it out. You better keep listening. Okay, you might look at that bush and go, oh, it's a bit squashed. But what you got to think about, all the pressure of the spring is pushing on it until it goes in the vehicle. Then the weight's going to be on here, and the pressure's going to come off that top bush. So if you're worried about it, you can leave it a little bit looser so you don't squash it at the moment. I think this is fine. We have taken it to all the way to the end of the thread. We generally do on the Dobinsons ones because that's about right. I guess that's how they're engineered. That's what they're meant to do. But you can leave this a little bit looser and have a little bit less squash there. And once it's in the vehicle and all the weight goes on this top hat and this shaft comes up, you're going to see that's going to be a bit loose. Now, if you leave it loose, then this shaft can slide up and down in between the top hat, and eventually it'll wear the rubbers. The rubbers will squash a bit more, and then the shaft can move to the side a little bit, and the side of this shaft down here will rub on this top hat and it'll go. Do you want me to do that again? Yep, like that, like a little mouse. So I hope you like that. So one of the key things, as I said already, you don't want to be using cheap spring compressors with claws around here, scratching your springs, squashing and damaging your springs, slipping off and hitting you or the spring like a missile, dangerous. You want to get it on a professional spring compressor like that. This is the Branick 7400, and we need to align with the top, right? These, think of it as a triangle. One's going to face in. Got a bird knocking on the roof. One's going to face. Hey, come in. I said come in, stop knocking. You can keep on knocking, but you can't come in. Anyway, right, here we go. Coil spring, right, bang, the bottom, we've got to line it up, mate. Look how solid that is. Isn't that beautiful? Rock solid, awesome, one of the best bushes, as I said. Come in, I said. Best bushes. You won't give up. Probably a nasty crow or raven up on the roof. Eating a chicken bone or something. Anyway. I don't know what else I've got for you guys. If you want something like this, have a think about what you need. You don't necessarily need to go the mono tubes. This is the ultimate comfort, and if you're out on the corrugations, really the ultimate ride. They handle and soak it up really well, but these do a pretty good job of it as well, so that's up to you. I'm going to say this video, we've managed to keep it short once again. There's been a few short ones lately. I think I've ticked the boxes on what you need to know, how tight to do that up, align that, don't use bodgy spring compressors. We can have these already assembled, sent delivered to your door with new top hats. The cheapest way to do it is pick your suspension up from me if you're around Melbourne or whatever. On the day you're doing your installation, you can come and pick it up and bring your front struts and we'll disassemble and reuse that. That'll save you a few bucks. You'll have to wait around probably about half an hour, 20 minutes, half an hour. And we have to make it work on a day that works for both of us when we're allowed out and when we're both available. So just beware, you know, if it's Saturday morning, which sometimes works for a lot of people, it's got to be sort of first thing, about 9 o'clock, sometimes earlier in summer, 8 o'clock, because we've got better things to do throughout the day. Alright guys, thanks for watching. If you haven't already, give us a thumbs up for that info, and if you haven't already, subscribe, turn that bell on, because we've got more information coming your way. See ya.